Sick.
You're going to see some of the precision and power that make America's Air Force the most dominant in the world. And behind those aircraft, it really is the people that make it happen. Our elite airmen who are driven, skilled, and committed. They mentor, they lead, and they serve with a purpose. And it's that purpose, a call to something higher than ourselves, that fuels everything that we do. On behalf of Team Seymour Johnson, thank you so much for being here. Thank you to all the professionals that have made this happen, our military members, our volunteers, our civilians, and our performers. It takes a lot to put on an air show. Whether you're behind the scenes or whether you're at stage center, thank you so much. And I hope that today sparks a call to service in all of us, whether it's the roar of the jets, whether it's the teamwork that...
with 3 F-15s, each Strike Eagles, and the Pegasus, the KC-46 with the boom out, in pre-position. Picture this, out over the skies of the Middle East, over a combat zone. How do you feed these fighters that drink gasoline excellence jet? You feed them using the KC-46 Pegasus, right here, over wings. Heroes all!
That's tough, bro.
Listen to the sound of those incredible engines. Up over the top, into a perfect loop.
Then crashes.
We welcome Chris C.T. Thomas and Mike Buick Everhart in a classic formation barrel roll. the Subsonics jet, otherwise known as the JSX-003. The Subsonics is an experimental jet that comes out from the right. Grab your camera, Patrick, Tom, lock it. T-shirts, toys, patches, mugs, sweatshirts, blankets, sunglasses, and much more. And for your convenience, merchandise, that's credit card. Just time market, away!
I got Morgan. Bye.
But we're going to do something anyway. Well, I'm calling to tell you a little bit about myself, the airplane, and my family history here. My family's been in the airshow business for almost 60 years. I'm a third-generation pilot. The airplane I'm flying is a 1956 Piper Super Cub P-18A. This actually is the airplane I learned to fly in when I was 8 years old. It's the airplane I soloed in. And I started my aircraft feet. I'm going to take some flaps out, readjust the trim to where it's right about where I want it here. Look down, find the windsock, okay, see where the wind's at. Alright, I'm going to come back around, find my line here.
Filming all day, bud.
I've been doing it for a long time and I know how far I can push this airplane. Alright, there we go. There we go. We go right down here. Get my line. Adjust for wind. I'm going to pull the power back, slow the airplane down a little bit. Nose up. Add power for torque. Now hard back right on the stick. Right rudder. There's one snap. Half snap. Come down. Pull back about 2 G's. Full power on the thing. Give 120 miles an hour. Back on the stick. Look off my left side. Find the horizon on level. Over the top. Now all the way back on the power so I don't blow the wings off the airplane. As I'm coming down, gain more speed, add power. Go full power, now 120 miles an hour. Now hard left stick, little left rudder. You gotta come out, you'll go in for it, but instead of this one, come all the way around. But there we go, got that. Now I'm still at 120 miles an hour. I'm gonna pull back on the stick. Look off left side, my vertical line, and left rudder, right stick for a hammerhead turnaround, also known as the crop duster turn. All the way back on the power again. And that's pretty much what this airplane can do when it comes to aerobatics. Now I'm going to bring back here, I'm going to climb back up to about 1,000 feet above the ground. And the next thing I'm going to demonstrate is airspeed. There we go. Now I'm going to turn it back over to you so I can focus on what I'm doing, and I'll see you guys on the ground.
Okay, Kyle Franklin, one of America's...
I'm over here by the
As it puts this airplane down, it's a stall, short landing, takeoff. Let's count how long it takes to get him on the ground. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 seconds. Look at this. He's off the runway. What an ending to an incredible jet stick approach. Remember, there was no engine.
Crazy.
Ladies and gentlemen, let's give it up once again for Kyle Franklin.
Woo!
And the Franklin Flying Circus. Ladies and gentlemen, it is my great pleasure to welcome my friend Lunar Sawyer, who's going to narrate for you America's premier fighter pilots T-28 Trojan Thunder.
Thank you, Bill, and hello, Seymour Johnson Air Force Base. My name is Lunar, and the gentleman coming in from the right with the solo jive. sport you are going to achieve. Now, after graduating from high school, he got in his car and he drove to the Spartan College of Aeronautics and Technology Professional Pilot Training Program. But he met a gentleman there who said, you know, if you really want to go to the airlines or even the Air Force, you've got to get your college degree. And that's when he went to the Air Force was the commander of the 82nd Aerial Target Squadron at Tyndall Air Force Base. That's where he started his airshow career, flying the F-4 Phantom in over 70 different aircraft, including what you see here, the T-28 Trojan, the T-33 that you will see later, an L-39 MS-760. It not only served as cylinder radial engines. Trojan Thunder will be at Oshkosh this year, going up to the EAA Airventure. We have a 6-ship team flying on Tuesday, Saturday, and Sunday, and Greg Collier will be there with the Ace Major and a second T-33 doing a 2-ship T-33 act at Oshkosh this year. So anyone going up to Airventure? 3 years.
What?
So, yeah, well,
where's
I've been
the
going
T?
for 23 years. Jive's been going for 20. So, but yeah, it's a great place, but there's no place we'd rather be than for Military Appreciation Month than right here at Seymour Johnson Air Force Base, saluting our military.
All right, Lunar. Thank you, Lunar Sawyer, the most and the voice of Trojan Thunder. Now, from the left, get ready for
with fleet time, abort in the clear. Copy all, abort in the clear. Threats in the air are small arms, man pads, AAA up to 57mm, and surface air missiles. Friendlies are located 1,000 meters north from your previous target, where you can see the smoke from here. Stand by, we are troops in contact, confirm visual friendlies. Salted copies all, we are visual friendly. Ground Force Commander wants an immediate show of force. Looking for a north to south or reciprocal run-in. Salty flights in. Continue. Target 20mm, line 123 from the
arriving via low altitude tack initial from the right at 500 feet and 500 knots. Our final pair of F-15Es are here at Seymour Junction.
States Air Force. We are 130 of the finest airmen together to exhibit the capability and uncontested air dominance of the United States Air Force. Anywhere, anytime. We are the Thunderbirds.
Thunderbird, check. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Thunderbird, search 1 ready now. Canopies down, ready now.
Oh yeah! Woo, woo, woo.
in hot pursuit. Look for smoke. That's Major Downey closing in on the diamond at over 500 miles per hour. Watch as he maneuvers his F-16 to intercept and overtake the diamond directly in front of you. Nathan Malafa calls for the 4 diamond pilots to perform simultaneous maneuvers. Close formation.
and